This is a video on taking responsibility for your mistakes and for your mishaps. I put on a show last night. You might have seen the adverts, Wham tribute show. And it was my responsibility to make sure I put on the best acts and the best performers. But I go through an agency. I chose to use an agency. So it's my choice again to choose an agency. I take responsibility for that. And on the day of the show, 6 hours to 7 hours before the show, I got a phone call from the agency saying that the tribute act, which I wanted to perform that night, the lead singer came down with an illness and he was poorly and he can't do it. So I asked the agent if they could help me because at that stage I could not get my own performer. So I asked the agent to send me one, a replacement. So they said, yes, we can send you one. We've got someone. They're fantastic. They're really good. We've used them before. They're not a duo. Is a tribute act to George Michael, but he can sing Wham as well. So I thought, well, go on then. I've got to have that. I can't do anything about it. I didn't want to cancel the show. We only had 5 hours to go. Anyhow, I agreed and I trusted the agent, and the agent said, yes, they're fantastic. They're great. They won't let you down, and they're really good performers. So I trusted the agent, again, taking full responsibility of trusting the agent. Now, they sent an act and it was basically rubbish. And he sang out a tune. He wore a wig. His wig was pathetic. It just looked, it was just ridiculous. They must have sent one of the worst acts they had on the book. The audience were just flabbergasted. The audience were just laughing. And it was basically a disaster. It was basically a car crash, mainly, with the show. It were really terrible. He couldn't sing. He were out of tune. It were just crazy. And the audience have paid good money. And I like to give myself, oh, the sun's just shining in the window. I like to give myself pride in what I put on. It's about putting on the best performers with Corrigan's live shows. And it's about the audience enjoying themselves and having a great night and going away saying, what a fantastic night we had. Not coming to my shows and being disgusted by it and really being disappointed, which there was last night. The feedback, everyone in the audience, everyone what turned up, were really mad about it, and they were saying, what have you put on? So I had to explain what happened. I said the original band, they got poorly and they sent this standing sort of thing. So I explained it. Anyway, it was sort of rubbish, but I had to think on my feet very, very quickly because the show was just a disaster. It was just going down. People were just complaining. They thought it were really bad. It were a terrible night. It was the worst night I've had and put on. But I take full responsibility. I'm still taking responsibility. But I had to act very quickly. So in the second half, he were no good at singing George Michael's and Wham. He was just terrible. So I went up to him and says, can you perform and sing anything else? And he says, yeah, I can sing 80s songs. I said, well, do that. I said, sing 80s. Forget about George Michael. We've got to turn this show around. We've got to entertain these people. They want a good night out. So do an 80s. So he did an 80s, and he went on and he sang a lot better doing the 80s, and the audience actually appreciated it. They says, wow, fantastic. He can actually sing good. I'll move away from the window because it's shining. He said it's really good. Is it the same? Is it the same artist? What's come on in the second half? Because he was singing really good at the 80s, and they all got up and dancing, and they all enjoyed themselves. But I think at that time they were all a bit drunk, to be honest with you, because, like I said, I've been in a band, I've played in bands, I have got a music background. I did backing vocals, I played the guitar, and we went round clubs and pubs singing. So I know about music, and I've got an ear for music. I can hear the tones. I can know whether you're out of tune or not. I've got a really good ear for music. And he was terrible, even at the 80s. He was singing out of tune. But the audience at that time didn't notice because they were a bit drunk and they wanted a good night. But he were just terrible. So I blame myself for that, even though it wasn't my fault and it was the agent. It were my fault putting on the show, but I had to act quickly. I did redeem it. They did enjoy themselves. But you know what? It's not about sometimes making money. It's sometimes about being fair to the audience and showing that you're authentic and showing that you care about your business and about the people you serve and taking full responsibility. And I care about my audience. I care about the people what come to my shows. I really do want them to have a fantastic time. So what I did that night is I announced something. I says, thank you for coming. And I says, you originally came to see the original band what I put on, but unfortunately they couldn't come because of illness. So what I'm going to do is refund all your money back. And that's what I did. And I says, your refund, your money will be in your bank account tonight. I will do that. As soon as I get home, I will do that. So enjoy the free show. And I went round and give them all a free big bottle of wine as well. Because I cared about them. I cared about my audience, you know, and that's what I did. I took full responsibility. I didn't skip it. I didn't blame anyone, although I blamed the agent. The agent should have sent me a better artist, and yeah, I'm going to have a word with them in maybe the next day. I'll have a really harsh word with this agency. So that's what I did. And I turned it round, and the people did enjoy themselves, and they were all saying, oh, no, you don't have to give your money back. We had a good night. It's okay. But I still did because as soon as I got home, went onto the computer and refund all the money back. And they'd have got the money back into their account the next day because I took full responsibility. And I have pride in what I do. Yeah, they all said they ended up having a good night and you don't have to refund it. It's fine. But it's not about that. It's about me being responsible for putting on shows. And I let them down. I let them down, even though it wasn't my fault. I let them down. I should have made sure that that agent sent me a decent act because I'm paying good money for them. So this video's a rant telling you about the pitfalls of business and the pitfalls of setting up your own business venture. It can happen to anyone. It's not all roses and it's not all glory. And you have successes. Of course you have successes. A lot of my shows are successes. This is one what's been a downfall, but a big downfall. But, you know, in a funny way, I can say if you're going to make a mistake, make a whopping mistake, and I did last night with that show. But I turned it round with giving the refund. So it's about taking responsibility. It's about thinking quick on your feet. It's about being fair with people. Yeah, I could have took the money and run and not cared. They enjoyed themselves, but they didn't come to see that rubbish. They didn't come to see a guy singing 89. They came to see a Wham show. And they paid for that. They paid good money. So that's why I give them all their money back, refund. Because I like to be fair and honest, and I don't want to cheat people. It's not a case of just getting the money. So I lost quite a few bit of money there, and I've got to pay for the band. I've got to pay for the venue, and I give all the money back. So they got a free show there, and I had to pay for it, which I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered because I like to be sort of fair. But in business, you're going to get this. I mean, I will redeem myself next time. Next show they put on, I'm going to make sure that the top performance, which I do, is put on that show. I'm not going to put anyone, but I can't rely on. Sometimes you can't rely on other people. You'd think you could rely on the agent. I trusted the agent what I worked with. I will be having words, and I'll move on to another agent. But in the future, I'm taking full responsibility about putting my acts on my show, Corrigan's Live Shows. I'm putting, and I will be going out and physically watching people, going to the shows and watching them and judging myself and picking them myself, not relying on anyone else like an agent. You'd think the agent would have really good artists, but no. So I'm taking full responsibility. So in business, you're going to get this. You're going to get some downfalls. You're going to get some wins. It's about being honest, caring about your customers, caring about your product. And it's not about taking the money and running, which a lot of promoters would. A lot of promoters would not have gave. I mean, it was a full house, sell out, complete sellout, and every one of them people what bought a ticket got their ticket back, refund. And now some of you out there saying, what did you do that for? That's me. That's the type of character I am. I want to be fair, like I says, and to be honest. So that's what I did last night. So try to be fair. Take full responsibility of what you did in your business. It's your business. It's nobody else's business. It's my fault for not making sure and demanding that agent sent me the best. They will get to know that I want the best now. Otherwise, I won't do business with them. They are getting a strong phone call and a strong email tomorrow, and I will be talking personally to their manager or the owner of that agent. I'm not just going to talk to the receptionist. No. Business to business. So again, ranting on about this, about business ventures. Some can work, some can't, but I'm not a quitter. I don't give up. The next show I put on that same venue, they will get a fantastic show, and I'll redeem myself with the audience. And I didn't want a bad name, Corrigan's Live Shows. I don't want a bad name in the public that we put on rubbish, because we don't. We put on the best, and that's why I give him the refund. So I'm hoping that has done some good, and they'll see that we're a honest company, and I'm honest and wanting the best for them. So ranting a bit disappointed. But you will get this again in business. Don't expect everything to go rosy, and don't expect everything to go right and good in business, because it don't. You will have your downfalls. I mean, I'm going to admit that last night I came home deflated and I was down, and I felt like quitting. I felt like giving it up. I felt like saying, I can't be bothered with all this now. And me name is tarnished now. The people won't ever come, but that's just me surmising. And I think I redeemed myself. And then it only happened for a few minutes, is that downfall, that fall. And then I shook myself up and they said, stop that. That's ridiculous. You're not a quitter. You're a warrior. You carry on. It's just a one mishap what you had. And forget about it. It's in the past now. And let's move on and put on some fantastic shows, which I will be doing in the future. So that's what happened last night. Take full responsibility. And, you know, it does happen. Don't get down too much. If you do get down, quickly shake it off and get back on track like I did. And I will be showing you a live show of mine coming up on the 16th of December, next week that is. And come along and you judge for yourself. I think this act, what I'm putting on, is fantastic. I've had him on before and I'll be showing you it live. So watch that video, see if I've made another mistake or is the act and the show absolutely fine. I think it's going to be fantastic. I've had this band on before and put him on again. So come along, watch it live on 16th of December, 8 p.m. on YouTube. Come along, you're going to have a great time. I know you're going to see the audience. I'll film it live. And if the band is crap, I'm going to film it. And I want your honest opinion. I want your comments down there. Was that band good? Was that band crap? Give me honest opinions. You know, I can take it. I'm a big boy. I can take criticism and I can give thumbs up as well. So come along, watch that show and you be the judges. You be the judges and put on the comments down below whether that show were good or bad. And well, let's have some fun with it. But I know you're going to enjoy it. I know they're going to be fantastic with this one. So, quick video. Don't forget, 16th of December, live on YouTube, 8 p.m. Come along. Hey, it's like buying a ticket. It's like coming to Corrigan's live shows, been there, and let's have some fun with it. Judge the performance and put your comments down. And if you think they're crap, say they're crap. If you think they're good, then please give me a thumbs up and say they were brilliant. I think they're brilliant. So let's have some fun with this. Again, look forward to seeing you on the 16th of December at 8 p.m. live on YouTube. Come along and have a look at one of my shows, Inside Corrigan's live shows. See you there. Take care. Bye-bye.